Hello everyone, and today we have headphones from the company Sivga for a video review, and the model is called Robin SV021. All this stuff is delivered in a black cardboard box, on which the headphones themselves are depicted, and on the back there is a list of the main characteristics of the headphones, where it is worth noting the dynamic 50mm emitters with a resistance of 32 ohms and a sensitivity of 105 decibels. Well, let's move on to unpacking and see what's inside. In the kit you will find a fabric bag for transportation, an adapter from 3.5 to 6.35 millimeters, a fairly long fabric cable on a classic 3.5 millimeter jack, and of course the Sivga SV021 headphones themselves. The headphones are made of high-quality materials: wood, metal, and artificial leather. You can choose one of two color options: rosewood, a classic rosewood shade with a glossy piano varnish that emphasizes the texture of the wood, or black, a strict matte version for those who appreciate minimalism. Both options look elegant and premium. The body of these headphones is made of natural high-density rosewood, a material that is used to create elite musical instruments. Why wood? It has excellent acoustic properties. It softens the harshness of the sound, makes it warmer and more natural. The metal parts have a satin finish that reflects light and emphasizes the graceful curves of the headband and temples. The headband is made of metal and covered with artificial leather with three-dimensional embroidery. It looks decent, and the headband is adjusted with tactilely pleasant mechanical clicks. The headphones are full-size but lightweight, only 275 grams, so they are comfortable to wear even for a long time. The headphones bend freely in different directions, which gives confidence in their use and carrying, if this happens without a case. The earpads are large enough and fit the ears well. They are also covered with soft artificial leather, which provides comfort when wearing. Each cup has a Sivga logo, applied by laser engraving. It looks elegant and minimalist. The only thing is that the cups do not have horizontal rotation. They are endowed with only 1 degree of freedom, tilting horizontally by about 45 degrees. When you hold these headphones in your hands, you catch a light retro vibe. They seem to transfer you to an era when things were not made for a stream, but with soul. Nowadays, you increasingly come across plastic and stamping, and here is a material that feels different. The cable is good for its price and long enough. It has a fabric braid, which gives it strength and aesthetics. It ends with a 3.5 millimeter jack with a spring that protects it from twisting. There are 2.5 millimeter jacks on each side of the cable for connecting to headphones. The Sivga SV021 is based on dynamic emitters, with a diameter of 50 millimeters of its own design. These are not just standard drivers, but a unique design, where Sivga engineers used an ultra-thin diaphragm made of polycarbonate and special fiber. This combination makes the membrane relatively flexible and lightweight, which allows it to quickly respond to sound vibrations, maintaining a balance between dynamics, detail, and naturalness of sound. As a result, the sound is lively, rich, and voluminous, without dryness or excessive harshness. A key role in power transfer is played by a highly efficient NdFeB magnet, aka neodymium. The thickness of the magnetic system is 3 millimeters, and this is a really good indicator for dynamic headphones. Due to the high density of the magnetic flux, the driver receives powerful energy, which improves control of low frequencies and makes the bass collected and deeply worked out, without smearing and humming. Another technological feature is the voice coil made of aluminum wire with a copper coating. The result is high sensitivity, good dynamics, and transparent bright sound without unnecessary distortion. The diaphragm in this model deserves special attention. Sivga has developed a structure that provides high elasticity. This means that it is capable of working with a wide frequency range, working out both the most subtle nuances of instruments and powerful bass hits without delay or failures in detail. Regarding the measurements, the result is a fairly fast impulse, as in gaming solutions, and distortion at the peak reaching only 0.58%, which of course is an absolute victory. Very cool. The phase is slightly shifted but behaves naturally, and the attenuation at 30 and 60 decibels is at minimum 60 and 99 milliseconds, with significant disturbances in the lower half of the spectrum. The amplitude frequency characteristic here is set up very curiously. The lower part is given a really super light accent. Then there are two serious peaks in terms of quality, with the center at 1.5 and 4.5 kHz, and everything above 10 kHz has its amplitude slightly reduced so that nothing saws or cuts. In general, a very good setting, at least quite comfortable. On the sound front, the bass on these headphones is thick, fluffy, and deep. It has good punch and energy. It handles the sub-bass well and doesn't roll off. However, it can also be slow, soft, and sometimes overwhelming, especially on fast or complex tracks. The bass can also penetrate into the mid-range and make it warm and thick. The mid-range on these headphones is deep and colored. It has a dip in the lower mids that makes the vocals sound hollow and unnatural on some songs. Male vocals sound warm and full, female vocals are smooth, but lack extension and air. The upper mids have a peak around 5 kHz, which can make some vocals sound rough or harsh. The Sivga Robin's upper range is bright and lively, with good sparkle and airiness. It can bring out some details and contrast well with the bass. However, it can also be too bright for some people, causing sibilance or fatigue at higher volumes or bright tracks. It also lacks some smoothness and sophistication. In conclusion, I want to say that Sivga SV021 are unusual, stylish, and musical full-size headphones that will clearly not get lost among competitors. They stand out with a wooden case, which is already a rarity in our time, and at the same time they provide high-quality, detailed sound with a natural presentation. If you want natural, musical, and comfortable sound, then this is an excellent choice. And that's all from me. You can buy it using the link in the description. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Bye everyone. Ciao.